This person is precisely Ch.11, who had attacked the scarlet beetle from behind. He successfully ambushed a careless beetle, but now he faced the problem of how to completely kill the frozen beetle in front of the 6 people. He needed to use a talisman to absorb its vital energy, but apart from the necessary ice arrow he had just used, he didn't want to expose too much of his abilities. Freezing the beetle didn't mean it was dead, it could break free at any time. Time was of the essence, and since the 6 people didn't speak, Ch.11 had to break the silence. Cough, cough, I think you're temporarily safe. Could you move aside so I can deal with this beetle? His reminder snapped them out of their shock. They were saved. Overwhelmed with joy, they hugged each other, crying softly, We don't have to die. They were completely releasing the immense despair they had felt moments ago. Seeing this, Ch.11 had to interrupt them again, urgently saying, Stop, stop. If you're all right, could you step outside for a bit? I need to deal with this beetle. The young boy was the first to comprehend Ch.11's words and pulled the crying people away, though they all looked at Ch.11 with confusion, as if to say, Isn't the beetle already dead? It wasn't their fault. Even Ch.11 himself hadn't expected the scarlet beetle to be so resilient the first time he froze one. He had to shoot another arrow to finally kill it. Seeing their puzzled expressions, Ch.11 pointed to the frozen beetle and explained, This beetle isn't dead yet. No sooner had he spoken than they scattered, hiding far away. A brave woman who had intended to touch the frozen beetle was so scared she fell, rolling and crawling to get away. Ch.11 could fully understand their panic. Before he had created his talismans, the scarlet beetle that had chased the white-clad girl had terrified him just as much. Don't worry, it's safe now. I need space to finish it off, he reassured them, adding, The process is quite bloody, so please wait outside. They quickly agreed. Although Ch.11 said it was safe, they didn't dare stay in a room with a live beetle. Since they weren't needed, they chose to wait outside. Can I stay? The young boy nervously asked. Ch.11 frowned. Although he admired the boy's bravery from what he had glimpsed under a flashlight, he had no intention of sharing his secrets with a stranger. No. Everyone out. Ch.11 firmly refused. The boy couldn't see Ch.11's expression under the night vision helmet and mask, but the cold refusal in his tone made him comply, disappointed, and follow the others out. Ch.11 immediately shut the door, lifting his night vision device. This 4th-generation night vision device wouldn't go blind even under relatively strong light like a flashlight. He lifted it because, under the flashlight's light, he could clearly deal with the scarlet beetle. First, he experimented with the storage talisman and absorption talisman on the still-alive beetle, proving his earlier theory. Living things couldn't be stored or have their energy absorbed. The only way was to kill it first. Ch.11 had observed how military soldiers shot at scarlet beetles. Bullets, even when they occasionally broke through the protective shield, didn't kill the beetles but only enraged them. Ch.11 didn't plan to use another ice arrow to shatter the frozen beetle, as it would waste too much vital energy. The frozen beetle had no protective shield, so theoretically, it could be killed with regular guns. However, gunshots could attract other beetles, and he had fewer than 100 bullets. The beetle's shell was extremely tough, likely needing over 10 bullets to be effective, a waste he couldn't afford. The only way was to use his sword to decapitate the beetle, conserving both vital energy and bullets. Thus, he had spent 2 extra days making the divine weapon talisman before setting out. With the long sword imbued with the divine weapon talisman, he could inject his vital energy into it. Ch.11 took a breath, raised his sword, and in the flashlight's beam, a graceful arc descended, severing the beetle's head. To prevent the loss of vital energy, Ch.11 immediately used the absorption talisman to draw the beetle's energy. Sure enough, once its head was severed, the beetle struggled a few times and died, perfectly timed for Ch.11 to extract its energy. After extracting the energy, Ch.11 had no intention of staying in this room littered with body parts. It was too disgusting, even though he had seen it many times before, he couldn't stand the gore. The 6 people hadn't left outside. As Ch.11 exited, he heard a man pleading, Fei, listen to me. I was really scared out of my mind and didn't know what I was doing. I didn't mean it, please believe me. If I had been more clear-headed, even a little, I would have died for you. I, Diao Dingguo, swear to the heavens, please believe me one more time? Diao Dingguo was confident he could persuade the girl, Feifei, who had always been swayed by his words no matter what happened. Although he had made a serious mistake earlier, he felt it wasn't a mistake in that situation. Survival was paramount. Who could have known this man would appear like a divine soldier descending from the heavens? Had he known, he would have acted heroically, standing in front of Feifei with a righteous spirit. Now, combined with his persuasion, he believed he could have Feifei offer her virginity tonight. Chu Yunsheng shone his flashlight on Diao Dingguo, a middle-aged man. The girl, Feifei, was the one almost eaten by the beetle, biting her lip in hesitation, while the young boy stood silently aside. Internally, Chu Yunsheng cursed. If this girl could be swayed by Diao Dingguo's words, she was truly an idiot, and the young boy was just as useless for not speaking up, watching as his hard-earned chance was being talked away by Diao Dingguo. He didn't want to meddle, nor get entangled with these people. His priority was finding another lone beetle. But seeing Diao Dingguo deceive a girl so shamelessly, and having a slight fondness for the boy, Chu Yunsheng couldn't help but coldly say, "Oh, scared out of your mind? Why didn't the young man here get scared? Miss, let me give you a word of advice. Someone who can abandon you once will abandon you again. Think it through." No one expected the mysterious man to intervene. They all stared at him in surprise, making Chu Yunsheng feel a bit awkward, especially seeing the flash of venom in Diao Dingguo's eyes. However, Chu Yunsheng's words were a wake-up call for Feifei. She bit her lip, resolutely saying, "Diao Dingguo, we're done." She could never forget Diao Dingguo's heartless action and the look in his eyes when he abandoned her at the last moment. Seeing this, Chu Yunsheng felt he should leave, handing the flashlight to the boy and turning to go. Unexpectedly, Diao Dingguo, who thought he had almost convinced Feifei, was humiliated at the critical moment by this mysterious man, leading to their breakup. Despite being saved by him, Diao Dingguo was filled with resentment. Resentment aside, Diao Dingguo didn't dare act out, fearing the mysterious man's power. Seeing him leave, he was relieved, planning to slowly win Feifei back later, forgetting his initial plan to recruit the man to escort him to safety. But when he saw the mysterious man's bow with its floating runes, an uncontrollable desire surged within him.